It's day one today at Still Others gathering together as one army. Today is the missions conference and our purpose together. Check out some of the highlights.
I just was at the Does Culture Eat Strategy for Breakfast workshop.
And what was one of the biggest takeaways?
We need to have a clear understanding of who we are, what our identity is, and then that needs to form and shape our practice and the strategies that we use to then implement that practice. So really it was a great backup on everything that's happened in the last 24 hours.
One of the quotes that I just will take away with me forever is a person in one of our programs saying, I just want someone in my life who's not paid to be there. Really key point of building community outside of our professionalised structure. And for me, that's the heart of the Salvation Army's genius, that we can care for people, but we do it in a sense of community and to help them contribute and be part of the community that we build. So how do we get that right is a key question. And it's been great to be in discussion with other people in the Salvation Army heading towards that. And it's been really stimulating.
So I had the opportunity to travel around Australia. So I'm still meeting loads of new people today, but for me it's also seeing people connect with each other. Like when I'm in Adelaide, I think, oh, those people would love to meet the people from Newcastle, and now they're connecting up. So for me, watching people connect across Australia, that's super exciting.
Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord? Stop the Lord Almighty. No one. Who can stop the Lord Almighty?
How did you find this evening's session?
Oh, it was really inspiring. Yeah, Karen, this guest speaker, was incredible, and I just loved the way that she just really talked about our vision statement and how that is sort of a vision statement for the church. It's not just the Salvation Army in so many ways.
I want to sign up to that vision. I will do it with you. I think the church with a capital C should have that vision. Wherever there is hardship or injustice, we're going to fight. We're going to love. We're going to live in a way that transforms our country because of the love of Jesus.
Welcome to day 2 of Still Others gathering as one army. For those of you who haven't had enough coffee, it's Thursday. Let's check out what's on the boards.
I went to a session with Colin Reynolds and Claire Hill just before. They were talking about multicultural ministry. Yeah, really good. Sharing some of their experience at their core and what that means.
And what's one practical takeaway that you'll be taking with you from this?
I think it's to make sure we can speak other languages, and that's not just learn another language, but understand how people communicate, what their needs are, and take time to be with people. I think that was one of the key ones for me, to understand my own prejudice, biases, and take time to listen to people really well.
The conference has been brilliant because we've had a chance to meet with like-minded people and work together on coming up with new ideas. But the coolest thing is I just had a conversation with a lady who is just down the road from where I work, and we've come up with the fact that I could actually offer something to her program that she's been looking for, and she can offer something to my program that I've been looking for. We didn't realise it, and now we've actually gone, we can have this sorted before the end of January.
I guess the practical takeaway for me is I'm looking, part of my role is looking for ways to connect social, community services, core, the different aspects of mission expressions of the Salvation Army, get them working together. So this had a lot of practical opportunities to connect with people and think about how we can do that better.
Too many organisations go into communities and kind of impose upon them what you think is the solution. But you actually have to listen to what people are saying.
Whatever injustice we engage in, none of us can bear that alone. None of us can engage in it alone. And I think whether you call it the body of Christ, if you're a person of faith, or you call it family of humanity, we actually need to collaborate with each other to solve the challenges we see.
The Salvos are the people that lead us in showing us the way of how to help people who are isolated and vulnerable, or who might be facing disadvantage.
We want to be more up and doing. I think the call to the International Salvation Army, certainly to Australia, is to really keep our eyes open our eyes, and see what we can do to help people so that we can somehow eradicate some of this injustice in our world. But we can't do it without full support from government and partnership
Give me a takeaway learning from tonight.
Goodness, there's so many, like, I've made so many mental notes. Some of the things that were, and the Commissioner Petal was saying, Rosalie Petal was saying, to partner with others and just to, like, we can't do it on our own, and we need to love, live, and fight for justice. And that's who we are as an army. And just to listening from the other, panel guests that were saying, like, how, like, you can connect with community and how you can partner with other people to make a change happen, and it is possible.
I really love our new mission statement because for us as Aboriginal people, it's our language. So for a long time since colonisation, we've fought for hardship and injustice. So to have, to work for a organisation and to worship with people that believe in the same mission means a lot.
Does the world need a Salvation Army, Salvos, who will stand up and be counted? Absolutely. I'll fight. I'll fight to the very end. Absolutely.
It's day 3 here at Still Others, gathering as one army. Today we've got the Mission Intentions workshops, the Salvo Expo, and tonight the big event, Together Celebrating as One. This is going to be a huge, significant event of the 2 territories of Salvation Army coming together as one. Here's a few highlights.
What were the big takeaways for you out of this last session?
The minute I walked in through that door, I just felt this real pull, and I thought, okay, I'm going in. I sat and I had the best time just to see the leadership and different styles of leadership in the same area, and all their different opinions was just, but yet they were all on the same line. It was just wonderful for me. I just thought, yeah, I like this, and especially the part where they spoke about the uniform.
I think there's a lot of trust that's linked to that uniform, and all the good work that Salvos have done is tied up with that, and so there's a lot to be proud of with that as well.
Well, I actually heard someone say, you know what, we've got to say thank you to the ones who were before us, who brought us this far.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here in Melbourne and to be at the Still Others gathering. I've just had an education in 3 minutes. And if you get the opportunity, you must walk your way through this pop-up Salvo store.
It's obviously very special what's happening, the blessings of the Salvos stores this morning. How's things been going for you?
Great. I'm just so astounded that my team has managed to put this together in 24 hours. This is a huge task. 157 square meters is what we've got here. That normally takes us about a week, if not 2, to set up. So to do it in 24 and for such an amazing event is incredible. And we want to be able to show everybody across the Salvation Army exactly what it is that we do.
We're wanting to get to know you a little bit. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, sure. My name's Jo Brookshaw. I'm a Corps officer out at Craigieburn Salvation Army, and I'm here doing art, and I'm trying to help people understand that you can use art in the Salvation Army to reach people.
And what does art mean to you?
It's really a great way to express myself and a great way to connect to people in a different way. So sometimes you can talk to people about God using words. Sometimes you can sing, but I like to use art and to help people connect with God in a visual way. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
I really feel God's doing a new thing in the Salvation Army. Others have said it. It's really kind of a line in the sand for us that God's doing a new thing, bringing the two territories together. God's stirring something up in His Holy Spirit, and I just really believe that we're getting back to the roots of what the Salvation Army is about, serving the last, lost and the least across our community and just keeping Jesus as the focus.
To see people come to know Jesus, that what we're about, whether it's serving a meal, whether it's helping somebody find a livelihood, have sustainability in their life, whether it's just that embracing, coming alongside somebody, is that what drives us is our vision. And that vision is for people to be transformed. And that by people being transformed, it's through the love of Jesus. And so practically, emotionally, spiritually, that we come alongside others to share the love of Jesus.
Australia, Salvation Army territory for the glory of God and for the extension of His kingdom here in this nation with an impact that will resonate around the world.
So we're up bright and early here today at Still Others. We're in Albert Park getting ready for Park Run. Today is the first day as Salvation Army of Australia being together as one territory. We have so much in store for today. Check out some of the highlights.
We're going to walk, run, jog, just have a good time, get out and about in the fresh air with our mates. We're a presence on Facebook as much as anywhere. We're a group that support each other in our endeavours to run both as a spiritual discipline and just as a great way to get out and be salt and light in the community, meet the people who you live with, connect with them on a level that sees them just as people, lining perfectly with the guidelines and the mission and the thoughts of the Salvation Army. It's making the world a better, healthier, happier place, connecting communities.
So we've just come out of Coffee with the General and there was a fair bit of content covered. Some things I think will lead to quite robust conversations, and I'm just a bit interested to hear your thoughts on things. So I've got one question. The General talked about equity and inequity of opportunity within the Army. What are your thoughts about this?
So my thoughts immediately went to my generation. Because I don't think we get enough opportunities as leaders of the Salvation Army. So I think equity, young adults need to be represented on committees, on boards, to have our voice heard straight away instead of having to be consulted along the way. So I think the Salvation Army is positioned well with leaders such as General Peddle that believe in the younger generation, and we just need to step up to that plate to bring that equity within our army. And I love that he's very personal about it being a call. You may not be called to officership, but you're called to serve in your local setting. And so that I think that's a really good thing to take to the army to say, look, God calls everyone for something. And so that may be soldiership for you, and then for you can serve in your local setting as a soldier of the Salvation Army.
Well, we've been to many congresses over the years, but this is the first time we've been to Melbourne. We come from Sydney, and so it's different in that sense. But it does help us personally, and I think also the groups that we represent to feel that we're all part of the one Salvation Army, yes.
It's great to learn of other parts of the Army and the work that's going on in other places that's different to where we are, and that's really special. And again, we've served overseas, so it's really important to see the big picture of the Army.
I was very inspired, and the General was quite open and frank with the retired officers about the state of the Army and the opportunities, and that was still inspiring for me. And like my wife, we still have a place.
You just came out of our Christmas gift?
Yes, I did. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Okay, overall thoughts?
I thought James Morrison was absolutely phenomenal. Those high notes, gee, makes me feel bad about being a cornet player, mate, when I can't hit them. I'm about 4 octaves down from him, so...
What's the most exciting thing for you about being involved in the Christmas gift?
Maybe just joining with a bigger community to celebrate Christmas, and 3D Arts is a pretty awesome organisation to be part of, and supporting them and supporting Salvation Army.
I'm not usually a part of 3D Arts. I just come together at Christmas time, and it's just great to be a part of it. And I just love performing with people. I love performing on stage.
It's the best that they've ever seen. A friend of mine I just spoke to over there said that she's never seen any better than this tonight. Yeah.
Have you seen the Christmas gift before?
Yes, many times. Yep. Right. Hanging out to see James Morrison.
So we hold Summer Carnival every year down at Phillip Island. And I guess with this week being such a big week in the Salvation Army, why not put on a youth event? And let's mirror what we do at Summer Carnival here in Victoria for anyone who's around. So it's fun, it's exciting, it's relevant.
So what is your Summer Carnival aimed at doing normally?
I guess it's like, let's tell young people in the Salvation Army about Jesus, but let's do it in a fun way that actually is relevant to the generation that we're trying to reach. It's a lot about fun. It's a lot about community. We want to bring people together. Let's tell them the good news about Jesus in a multiple of ways. Like, let's not just do it through what we say, but let's do it through the music that they hear and realize that actually being a Christian can be really fun.
How did we start the day today at Still Others?
I think this is wonderful. I think it's time the Army put prayer into everything, Just give it in the hands of God. Prayer is the power which moves an engine. So today it's a wonderful start. And I'm sure the Lord is going to be there. Especially we pray for the cadets who will be becoming officers today, that the Lord will make them and keep them faithful. And the days are different to when I was a cadet. And the days are different now. But it's just the spirit and the power of the Lord that they need to keep going. Seminars open my eyes to what is happening in Australia. And not only that, how the world is looking at us and where we are going down and where we have had the falls and how we can be lifted up and things like that. So it's been really good, really good.
So what have you guys been up to today?
So really we've been having heaps of fun with these kids, jumping on the pirate ship and really just trying to communicate to them their value and their love, just having a bunch of fun with them. It's been awesome. So we're looking at the story of Paul and like how he got shipwrecked and the trials and the hardships that he went through. And so we're going to be talking to the kids about the hardships that they might be facing, moving schools or even going to the first camps as well. The hardships that the officers being commissioned now are going to face in their ministry and just in ministry in general. And so to see with them that Paul said that God is still with them and that through Paul's weakness, God is strong through that. And so that's the message that we want to tell the kids, that although they may feel weak, that's fine because God will bring his strength through them and through that.
Elijah, that is such a cool name. And what have you been doing today?
Checking about pirate stuff.
Arr. Arr. Okay, guys,
Arr.
1, 2, 3.
Arr.
What are the adults doing at the moment?
I don't know, actually. Oh, they're getting lunch.
They're getting lunch? What have they been doing for the last couple of hours?
Like working out on their little shop things.
What about the adults that are inside the big building? What are they up to?
No good. I really don't know. Yeah, they're either at church or your siblings are annoying your parents.
What have been the standouts for you? There's been so much that's gone on. Give me some highlights.
I think today, seeing everybody around the map of Australia and praying for each other's territories, praying for each other, praying for the people of our country, that was a highlight for me.
My heart is, I guess for me, in the youth sphere, part of it is that we look around and we probably do see people of an older generation. I dream of a day where I look around and I see, maybe figuratively or literally, young people standing on the shoulders to reach new heights of the generations that have gone before.
So you just came out of the commissioning service. What's it been like for you as someone on the stage?
I just think looking down, it was just so exciting to see this map of Australia and just hundreds of people surrounding it, and knowing that actually we're all called to this mission of reaching Australia one life at a time. And it was just exciting to see people embracing that along with us.
How is this going to change your ministry going forward?
I think especially this vision statement of one life at a time, it doesn't seem too big a task when you do that, and it's only by the grace of God that we can do that. So I think just focusing one life at a time, just loving the people in my community that I'm appointed to, and I believe that if everybody does that we'll transform Australia. My hope for the Salvos is that we will be a Jesus movement, and the Salvation Army is great, but it was called by God. It was called about by God, and that our focus would be to do Jesus' work here on earth, here in Australia, here in our local communities, here with one life at a time, and just to be Jesus to our nation and to bring about God's kingdom in this place.
It's a wrap, but it's been an absolutely amazing couple of days. We've seen God move in amazing ways, a new era for the Salvation Army in Australia, and so much more.
So what were your favourite moments, Joel?
Oh, my favourite moment was actually being in worship on Wednesday night and just being amongst it and seeing God move in such amazing ways. Seeing the painting by Joe Brookshaw was amazing as well.
I just loved hearing everyone's heart, especially as we did these Vox Pops throughout the week.
Youth block party was definitely where it was at.
So thanks for coming. We hope it's been a really encouraging and fun time for you, and that you're leaving with a renewed vision and a renewed energy for the Salvos going forward.